Well, the 2-year-olds, for the most part, have been solidified. We know what they're up to. We know what they're doing. We know where they're at, where they're not. And not as many surprises right now with the 2-year-olds as there would have been, say, a month ago. So I'm going to get right to them. AC/DC. I'm going to continue with that October 1st date for everybody to come back in. Now, if the horses just went out in the month of August, then that date would be pushed a little bit, right? I don't think there's any reason. Again, last winter we had horses come back in. We focused on racing them in the winter, and we do have some. But a lot of those horses for us this year were turned out in July. So there won't be a problem having those horses back for the winter. Okay, AC/DC, October 1st. Aunt Sarah, October 1st. Blue Rare, she was a little bit sick in her last start. She had a little bit of mucus, a little bit of blood. And that has still pestered her a little bit. Now, I did tease the idea of potentially moving some of our Ontario breds as we try to load up again for the winter. When it comes to the racehorses, they have to be class specific with room to move, right? And when it comes to our 2-year-olds, like Blue Rare, like Ride the Rodeo, there is a chance maybe we would move them on. Blue Rare shows a first and a second and a fourth, I think. First and a second, I believe, in a grassroots, and has been racing good. So please don't read too much into that. That is me just talking out loud. Capistrano Nights, we had turned her out. I was happy with the way that she had qualified. The way she trained was fine. But is it going to lead to one, not just a victory? This place says ice cream too.
Wow.
Well, there's an ice cream sign right there on it.
Oh.
They said we were going to Handles.
Well, I don't know. It says ice cream right there. Ava, go in and see if they actually have ice cream.
I'm coming in too.
Looks like they.
No, you're not. You're staying here.
No, I'm coming.
Just let Ava go in, and then we'll go in if they have ice cream.
They might be closed.
No, I think they're open. The door's open, so either they've just been burglarized or they are open.
I think me and Griffin have been here.
Griffin has not been here. This is Ohio.
Oh, I think Lennon has.
Again, Ohio. So Capistrano Nights, we had just opted to turn her out. She can win a maiden right now. But then where do we go? Why don't we bring her back, sharp as attack, and win the maiden then with her? Makes the most sense for me. Cherry's Girl, we did bring them back to Ohio. I want Dr. Latessa to take a look at them. I want to train them myself on Monday. Oh, they do have ice cream.
How do you know?
Because Ava just gave us the thumbs up. I am going to do my video, and you and Ava can go in and get ice cream. Here, you can be the big girl, and I'll give you the card, okay? But I get to I get to have one bite of your ice cream. That's the rule.
One bite.
One bite.
One bite.
One bite of your ice cream.
I'm the card.
No, she holds the card. She said it. So Cherry's Girl, I'm going to train her, and don't ask again a little bit tomorrow. Dr. Latessa has already looked at them once. He's going to have a look at them training tomorrow. Because Thursday is a big deal, right? We have the Sire Stakes and Stallion Series. We're going to race both those fillies in the Stallion Series. There's no real reason to race Cherry's Girl in the Sire Stakes on Thursday. They're both going to race in the Stallion Series. The hope is that Cherry's Girl makes the consolation of the Sire Stakes, and then she has Virginia left. Now, don't ask again. I suspect she would have to come up with a win at the very least to make any sort of final for the Stallion Series, and that's not to say she can anyway. She's had an okay year. I think there's a decent filly inside there, but at the same time, she needs to do a little bit more. We lightened her up front, changed her grab a little bit, put aluminums on her behind. She is going to be as good as we can have her on Thursday. So Thursday, barring anything unforeseen, sickness or something like that, barring any of that, Thursday will be a real look at what she is and isn't in her rookie season. Yes, that's the easiest way to put it. Dune is racing for $88,000 on Wednesday, and as it turns out, James cannot get there in time. He has other obligations. He was trying to move it around, then there was a licensing issue. At the end of the day, Donnie has got us here. The favorite in the division drew the rail. The best, I suspect, if I'm going to be, my idea of my thoughts on realism. The realistic approach would be try to salvage a second. Race her to win, but understand that second is very important also. And that's where we're at probably with Dune right now as we head into the fall. Emerald Tom is in Tuesday at Northfield Park. Trained good on Saturday. We drew his blood also on Saturday. I should have that back this afternoon. I'll know more then. But I'm hoping and expecting that him, Uncle Danny, and Supermind all have blood work. That looks very good. Had to know, October 1st, we'll bring him in. Hanger one, a little trickier. I have him to Pennsylvania. I'm going to have Dr. Brown look at him. I don't think there's any issues with him, but I am going to have Dr. Brown look at him, and then we are going to requalify him, probably race him a couple of times at the Meadows, and likely shut him down for the season. But again, those two starts will be they will be the things that tell us what we do with Hanger 1 moving forward, I guess is the easiest way to put it. He's a Fearless Peter. I'd like to win the maiden and sell him. I don't think he's going to be a stable horse. Good looking horse, nice gait, not a ton of Eye of the Tiger. It's it's missing somewhat, and although I think he can win a maiden and be a decent kind of useful horse in the here and the now, I think long term he's not going to be staying with us. Highest Honors has really grown on me. Man, this horse raced good the other night. Fourth, paced his last quarter in 27 seconds flat, but the way he went about it, snap off the car, put him in neutral, let him ride along, look for room down the lane, and paced as hard as he could to the wire. You can't ask a horse to do any more than that. In New York, October 1st, Jailbird Jog was great last week. Last half in 53-4. You don't see that very often from 2-year-old trotting fillies. In the last quarter, 2 weeks in a row of 26 seconds flat. Again, something you don't see all the time from 2-year-old trotting fillies. The future is bright, let's say, for Jailbird Jog. J.K. Mega will make his debut for us on Wednesday at Northfield Park. I've been happy with the reports coming out of Pennsylvania for him. Tim had trained him up twice really hard, said he trained very, very well his last start, and he was optimistic with how he would be moving forward. Jolene Hall also has raced very, very good in Kentucky. Very happy with the way she's raced. Judy's Money has been racing good. She is looking to continue her undefeated streak tonight at Northfield Park. We'll see how Judy does. Leland Hanover will come in again, as I said, October 1st to the first part of October. Lifting Legend has been racing good. He races today, does he? He races soon. He races today or tomorrow in Ontario in the Prospect Series. No, he races in Georgian on Tuesday. Delicious Stone is in the same night, I'm pretty sure. Love Sensation, October 1st. She'll come back in. Megan's Lucky Day will be a little bit longer. We just put her out. Millie Girl, same thing. She'll be a little bit longer. My Name is Sweeney will definitely be longer. She's going to race in a maiden next week. I suspect if she wins that maiden, which if it's a 2-year-old maiden, I suspect she will likely pop those OCDs out that were found midsummer and turn her out. You likely won't see her back in until the first part of December, I would say. Neuromancer will come back in on October the 1st or thereabouts. We'll get him back going. He may come back here. He may go to Ontario. We have some horses that will switch. Well, I think Head to Know will definitely go over to Ontario, whereas a horse like Neuromancer will likely come back with us. Perfect Thought raced great. Winner last night in 54, 27-2 on the end of it, winning the...
You don't like that.
No, just in a second. Winning the New Jersey Development Fund race in fine fashion, driving off winner, and looked very, very good in doing so. That didn't shut Eddie Bear. Pretty Eyes and Lies will come back in October 1st. Rico Tubbs. Somebody said, well, where is Rico? He didn't go to Philadelphia. I have zero interest in going to Philadelphia. I don't think we've done any good in Philadelphia in about 4 years. And for a horse that is sitting number one in the Stallion Series, there was very little reason other than give the horse a little bit of a break. There was no reason to ship him all the way to Philadelphia in the searing heat to race for $20,000 when he's already secured a place in the final. He's got 2 wins in the second or 2 wins in the third, one or the other, in the Stallion Series events, and is one of the horses to beat going into the final. Riding the rodeo, little flat, yeah, at Kawartha Downs. Was it the trip? Was it the... was it her? Was she a little bit sick? I can't answer any of those right now. You saw what I saw. I think she's a decent filly that is going to be a decent sophomore. I just don't know if she's going to be a decent sophomore for us. Rose Run Bobby, October 1st, she will be back in. Royal Duchess, I've been trying to get her in a fair. I want to go drive her. So I'm thinking fair, a couple of races, kick her out. I like what I've seen from her, but I would like to see a little bit more under the hood, so to speak, as we get into the fall. Royal Flush Deal will be back October the 1st, Simply Chaotic. Same thing, thereabouts, October 1st or thereabouts. Solidarity will be a little further, closer to November, I suspect. We'll have him back in. Where are we at here? Steady Volo, same thing. Middle of October, we'll have him back in. Steph's Hope races tonight. This filly draws the 8-hole. I am probably going to go out of there with her tonight. I want to race her tonight and see how she does, but a little disappointed that we get the 8-hole again with, we drew the outside in a tough division with Steph's Hope. Sterling Hanover will be over here. I thought he was over here right now until I couldn't find him, and that's because he hasn't arrived here yet. He'll be over here first of the week. Probably train him down a little bit more, make sure mechanically everything is working well, and then turn him out to fill out a little bit in the fall. Supermind races Tuesday at, no, it's Monday. What day is it? I think it is Tuesday at Scioto, if I'm not mistaken. My apologies if I'm wrong. I'm getting a little mixed up, but I think it is. Sweet Lake would be the first part of October. Not October 1st, maybe the first couple of weeks she'll come back in. Tomboy Strong races tonight. My only concern with her is white count. Her white count is still a hair high. Dr. Natessa believes there's something else lingering. There's nothing in her nose. She's all cleaned up. She trained good, scoped good. Everything was coming up aces except that white count was still drifting up a little bit. That could be just give me a second, babe. That could be attributed to a number of things. But for right now, I would say we're not even concerned, curious as to how she'll do tonight. Uncle Danny, again, I believe races at Scioto this week. And Woodmere Bullet, I think I saw his name in Summerside Raceway. Again, we'll finish out the 2-year-old season with him and then put him away. Xena Kemp. I had a long conversation with a number of people this week about Xena Kemp. My take on Xena is very simple. I would go Wildcat for a good lifetime mark on her because she's supposed to win that class, and then turn her out and have her ready for Corbin, Jailbird Jog, and a lot of horses like Jailbird Jog. Just relax, Turkey. I will in a second. Jailbird Jog and a lot of horses like Jailbird Jog will not be going to Corbin. And I think if Xena Kemp puts it all together, starts focusing, understanding her work, and putting and buying into it, as I like to say, then I think you're going to have a horse that is more than capable of doing good things in Corbin in the fall. So there's my take on all the 2-year-olds. We get some racing tonight. We get a lot of them racing throughout this week. There have been some high points and low points. A lot of horses we turned out to bring back. You can be sure if I turned them out, it wasn't just because I was fed up. Those horses are gone. The ones that I turned out, I think, are going to make impacts in our barn, positively speaking, in the latter parts of 2025 into 2026, and some of them we are geared towards specifically racing in the first part to the middle part of 2026 as they approach their stake races. So there you have it. On tap this week, 2-year-olds racing. Also, we have a sale, the early sale, as I jokingly put it, the scratch and dent sales on Tuesday. We'll see how that plays out. But for right now, you guys are all caught up with your 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds racehorses. I hope you had a good week. It was a better week at the barn, and hoping to definitely improve again next week on what we've done thus far. Take care.